Micro compacts changed concealed carry. They came with a price. More recoil, less control, slower follow-up shots. Then SIG introduced this, the P365 Spectre Comp, a pistol that promised to shoot bigger than it is. And after spending some time with it, I think there are two groups of people watching this video. The people who think it's worth every penny and the people who think it's overpriced hype. But at the end of the video, one of those groups is going to be a little bit uncomfortable because there's one thing this pistol does that genuinely surprised me. Welcome back to Glockoholic76. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this video at the end, hit that like button as it's going to help us get seen by more people like you. Today we're breaking down the SIG P365 Spectre Comp and whether it actually deserves its reputation. All these pistols are always clear on our channel. There is no ammunition and they are safe. What do we have here? Well, we have the gold barrel. You have your slide cuts. You've got your fancy custom work branding. But the real story, as you know, isn't what it looks like. It's whether it performs differently when the timers start. I bought the Spectre Comp because I kept hearing the same thing. It is the best shooting P365 on the market. And that was a big claim, especially when there are so many versions of the P365 now. The first time I saw this, it just looked like a premium cosmetic upgrade package to me. It was a nicer looking carry gun, but after getting it on the range, my opinions of that changed right away. And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you the one feature that makes this feel different more than most micro compacts. Here's the issue. Everybody wants a smaller carry gun. Nobody wants the downsides, though, that come with it. More recoil, shorter sight radius, harder to shoot fast. And the entire carry market has spent years trying to solve this problem. And the Spectre Comp is SIG's answer. The real question isn't whether the compensator works. It's whether it works enough. Most people don't even know. Compensators became popular because competitive shooters learned a simple truth. The faster your sights return onto target, the faster you can make those accurate follow-up shots. Seems pretty simple. But the challenge was always size. Traditional compensators, you would add length. Holsters weren't really compatible in it, so it made them harder to find. It often complicated reliability. Lighter slide, less pressure that was reciprocating the slide would require lighter springs, or you would have failure to feed or failure to eject issues. That is one of the reasons I think why this pistol, from the X Macro Comp, the Spectre Comp, that's why these pistols became so popular so quickly. This is a 9mm. It's the P365 XL form factor. This particular pistol, I picked up a rail, but they generally don't have these rails on the P365. I'll drop some images of what the frame looks like without anything on it. This XL slide is going to look something like this, which is your proprietary rail system or light system that you would have to use if that's something you're interested in. Now, I also have a Wilson Combat grip, which also has your standard SIG rail system on there. This particular grip, you can put the, I don't know if you can see them in there, you got the tungsten weights right built into the grip in there. This is just your grip module. The difference between this type of module and your P365 grip module is, in my hand, this piece here is just more, it's You can get a little bit higher purchase on, the undercut here, but it makes this piece front to back wider. And in your thickness category, they're very similar. I think the Wilson Combat Grip is just a little bit thicker. For me, I prefer the original P365 grip over this, although you do get the weight. So if you haven't noticed, I put a brass base plate on this, which is going to do the same thing because it's about the same weight as the brass base plate on the original 12 round SIG magazine as these inserts. So what happens is you're going to get a little bit more balance and the pistol sits nicely in your hand. It's not going to lean forward and pull your follow-up shots down, and it's not super heavy where it's going to, when you get that recoil and you want to get those follow-up shots, it's not going to keep me from coming back to my target. Or so for me, this balance works really well with the base plate, and the light also helps. 9mm pistol has that integrated comp, has the X flat tin colored trigger, tin colored barrel. It's got that custom works branding and logo, which does nothing for you from a performance perspective. However, it is billed as a performance gun, and the specs only matter if they do improve your shooting experience, which in my opinion, they do. Now, some of the specs I've seen 30%, I've seen 15% as far as muzzle flip reduction. For me, it's probably somewhere in the middle, but I do notice a difference between shooting this and a standard 365 slide, or even 365 XL slide, or even something like the X Macro. Now, the X Macro does give me a fuller grip, so I can grip this pistol a lot better. I feel the perception of more control with the X Macro. However, for a carry pistol, this fits nice in my hand as well, and it does the job. Now, a lot of folks don't want to carry a comp on their carry pistol. The jury's still out on that. I don't always carry this pistol. This is one of those ones that maybe I'll grab, but for the most part, it's going to sit around the home. And if I take it to the range, because these barrels are very, very for me, they're a pain to clean. So I will leave this barrel home or take this barrel out, and I'll shoot this with just a standard P365 barrel. So you have the 365 XL slide, 365 XL grip. You have your 365, your standard 365 length 3.1 inch barrel. I haven't noticed any difference in accuracy, but you do not get that same muzzle flip that you would get in the XL. Build quality, it's SIG, and I've never really had any issues. There was a lot of issues, obviously, with the P320, and a lot of people complain that maybe some of the parts in these aren't up to quality, especially compared to Glock. I haven't experienced that. If I do, I'm sure I'll be the first person to let somebody know. Had very good experiences with this SIG pistol and all my SIG pistols, to be honest, and they're reliable, and I never had really any problems. And the fit and finish on these, again, no issues. I know some SIG slides, there were some rusting issues, but again, no issues with any of my SIGs, my barrels. I haven't really seen a whole lot of wear, but I also haven't put a whole lot of rounds down range with this. The recoil doesn't disappear on this pistol, but it does allow for flatter shooting. It does allow for you to get back on target. The physics, I mean, it still exists. The gun feels more controlled than many of my micro compacts in this class, including, let's say, even the Glock 26. The biggest pro for this pistol would be the balance between concealability and shootability. The biggest con is, well, this pistol is expensive. And I think because of the price point, the expectations are very, very high. Now, does the price point equal those expectations? For me, I'm going to say no. I think for a lot of folks, they may be in the same ballpark. I don't think it's extremely overpriced, but I think it is overpriced. But you can get these in the secondhand and used markets. You can build them yourself with different OEM parts and make it work and save yourself some money. Now, I don't have the standard 365 Spectre grip on here. I prefer, again, the standard XL grip, which does the job for me. Trust factor in this pistol, I trust it fine. I carry it. If you notice, I have the safety on my SIGs. I carry my SIGs with, and I train with a P365. Then they all have the thumb safeties. I I really developed that, and I said if I'm going to carry a SIG, I'm going to carry it with a safety. Just like if I carry a Glock, I will carry it in a Kydex holster. I won't carry it in a sticky holster or a soft leather holster. Just one of those routines that I developed to try to enhance my comfort level. If you found this video helpful and you want to see more Glockaholic 76, we'd love to have you as a subscriber. Drop some comments below. And would you buy this Spectre Comp? Was this something that you would invest in? Something that you're interested in? They also put in I think this is a stainless steel guide rod with the 16-pound spring in here. Just because I kind of like the gold, but it doesn't come with this. Generally, it comes with just your standard SIG recoil assembly, but I just thought that was kind of cool. And also the optic on top of this, which we really haven't mentioned, is one of my favorite optics, the EPS carry. It's up there, and it's probably my favorite overall optic. I've been using the O-Sight SE quite often. It's very, very comparable. I haven't been able to push one over the other, and those are probably my top two micro optics that I enjoy carrying and I trust. As always, I appreciate every one of you watching my videos. Train smart, shoot often, stay ready. Glockaholic 76. Talk to you soon.